Hello and welcome everyone. I am Pushpak Pandit and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Being Bookish. So today we are going to see ionization potential and it has several names. You might have seen in your book it is also called ionization energy, ionization enthalpy and also ionization potential. So basically these three are the terms which you need to at least remember that this all signifies that these are ionization potential or basically ionization energy. Keep one word in your mind. So today we are going to see what is ionization energy and I am going to give you a very basic understanding. Okay, and this basic understanding will help you get crystal clear about the topic ionization potential. You won't have any doubt from now. Okay, just you need to follow what I am trying to say, and if possible kindly note down the notes which I am providing you. Okay, so now let's start. First of all, let us try to understand what is this term ionization potential. Is it very big or it is very easy? First of all, I would like to say you that ionization potential is what? Ionization potential is just a energy. Okay, it is just a energy. So first of all, write down that what is ionization potential. It is a kind of energy. And what does energy do? It helps us to get some work done. Yes, now we are going to the physics part. Okay, don't worry, we will be in chemistry only. Now I have written some definition here in 2 points, and if you follow this point you will be very clear. Now let me read this point. Ionization potential or ionization energy is the energy required to remove an electron and convert that atom into positively charged ion. Let us understand this definition through a simple, ekdam simple story. Okay, suppose we have this atom and in this atom we have 2, 8 and 1 electrons, means it has 3 shells which has 2, 8 and 1 electrons. Now we are trying that we should get this electron removed from this atom. What we are trying to say, okay, just understand the story which I am trying to say. Okay, suppose we want that we should remove this electron from this atom. Now if we are trying to remove an electron from this atom, we would need to give some energy to this atom so that it gets that energy that it can remove that electron. Okay, so basically what we are trying to say that we need some energy to this atom so that it can remove this electron from itself. So that energy is what? That is ionization potential. And so the definition is energy required to remove an electron. Energy required to remove an electron. Now what is the second point? The second point says that to convert it into a positively charged ion. This is not a big deal. You know that whenever an atom loses an electron, it gets a positively charged. Okay, yes or no? It gets positively charged. So obviously this line is very easy to understand, but this is very important. So this point says that ionization potential is the energy required to remove an electron from the atom so that the atom can become positively charged. So I hope that you are crystal clear about what is basically ionization potential. I know that most of you might be wondering that we have some other terms also, like ionization potential is the energy required to remove an electron from a neutral isolated gaseous atom and convert into a positively charged gaseous ion. Also that is there, but this definition is for some sort of higher class. You won't be able to understand it now. Okay, so learn the definition for the exam, but if you follow this basic concept you will have this understanding of what is ionization potential. Okay, so believe me that you will be able to not lose any single marks. Just follow what I am trying to say. Okay, now you might have seen that ionization potential depends upon two factors, and if you understand these two factors, now you will get more clarity. Till now whatever I said, it is just 60% of the whole ionization potential. If you understand these two factors, how does it depends on ionization potential, you will get that 40% and 100% of ionization potential will get clear. Now let us try to come into our topic. So ionization potential depends upon atomic size and also nuclear charge. Now how does it depends upon atomic size? Suppose we have an atom which is only 2 shells, this and this. Okay, suppose we have an atom which has two shells, this one shell and this second shell. So its atomic size is this much, yes or no? Now if we have this atom which has three shells, 1, 2 and 3, its atomic size is this much, yes or no? You know that atomic size is the distance between nucleus till the outermost shell. So if we have two shells, then this is the atomic size, and if we have three shells, this is the atomic size. So obviously when we will have three shells, its atomic size will be bigger. Now how does it depends upon ionization potential? Suppose this electron is in the third shell, we are considering it in the third shell. Suppose this electron is in the third shell. Now if this is an electron, it will have negative charge, you know that, okay. And the nucleus contains what? It contains a positive charge, you also know that. So negative and positive, what they do? Do they repel or they attract each other? Obviously they attract each other. So this nucleus is trying to attract this electron. So if this nucleus will be able to attract this electron, then it is very hard that we will be able to remove this electron, yes or no? If this nucleus is able to attract this electron towards itself, then it is very hard for us to remove the electrons because they are getting attracted. So if we have this electron in the outermost shell, or if the atomic size is very big, suppose we have one more shell here, okay, and now the electron is here. Now you can see that the distance between the outermost shell and the nucleus is very big, okay, it is very big, and so the effect of this nucleus will not be very much on the last shell. Okay, you can understand it very easily, that effect of this nucleus will be not very high. So this electron is almost means nucleus free or positively charged free, means nucleus will not be able to attract this electron very easily. Okay, so now our job will become very easy. How? See here, if the electron is in the it is very far apart from the nucleus, then it is very easy for us that we can remove this electron, yes or no? Kindly say. If this electron is very far apart from this nucleus, then this does not have any attraction and it is very easy to remove this electron. That means what? If the atomic size is bigger, the electron will be farther away from the nucleus and the energy will be very less to remove this electron, and that is why if atomic size is very big, the ionization potential decreases. Ionization potential is what? It is the energy required to remove this electron. Now when this electron is very farther away, in case of atomic size, when the atomic size is very big, so when atomic size is very big, this electron will be farther away, and when this will be farther away, we will be needing to give very less energy to remove this electron. And if energy is very less to remove this electron, obviously ionization potential means ionization energy is very less, because we need to give less energy. Understood? So that is why when atomic size is bigger, ionization potential or the ionization energy is very low. Now what happens in case of nuclear charge? It is also very easy to understand. See, nuclear charge is what? Positive charge. I hope that everyone knows it. So nuclear charge is the positive charge. Suppose nuclear charge is very big. Okay, nuclear charge is very big. Suppose nuclear charge is very big. So if nuclear charge is very big, it will be able to attract electron towards itself very easily, because it has very much power. So if it has very much power, then it will be able to attract the electrons towards itself very easily. And if it will be able to attract electrons towards itself, it will be very difficult for us to remove that electron from the atom. Okay, it will be very difficult for us to remove this electron or that electron from that atom. Okay, now when nuclear charge is very big, okay, when it is very much, so removing electron is very hard. Now when it is very hard, that means what? We need to give more and more energy. In order to remove that electron, and that is why when nuclear charge is very big, the ionization potential also increases, means ionization energy to remove this electron also increases. I hope both the points are crystal clear. So Let me just repeat that. Ionization potential is what? It is the energy required to remove electron. Energy required to remove electron from this atom. And this ionization potential depends upon two factors. One is atomic size, second is nuclear charge. Atomic size is bigger, ionization potential is less. If nuclear charge is bigger, ionization potential is also bigger. So I hope the basic funda of ionization potential is clear to you. So that's all from this video. In the next videos I would be discussing more about them. Okay, so for now, thank you and take care.